being in office and being in power. The assumption is that those who are in power, who are in office, are supposed to provide the solutions to our problems. I am an extraordinarily privileged Nigerian, very, very privileged. And I say so because I think since I first met President Shehu Shagari in 1979, I have had the rare privilege of meeting every Nigerian president, one-on-one, and not because I feel the form. It has also humbled me because the demands we make of our leaders, and they are legitimate, but we are somehow assuming that this country is consumed by office holders who just want to destroy this country. I still haven't found one of those people. But there is a paper I presented, I think about 6 months ago. And I identified from Alhaji Tafawa Balewa right through to President Goodluck Jonathan that somehow almost every Nigerian head of state or president has come to power purely and simply by accident. Their good luck may have been our bad luck. Different matter. But the point needs to be underscored. Because it is important for our understanding how we might begin to recruit a leadership in a way and manner that can guarantee us a future. We are talking about the United States of America. You know, this is a great country. We like photocopies. Nigerians will think, how can I play football like Lionel Messi? And you listen to the interview with Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi told you he didn't just go to Barcelona to start playing football. Painstaking discipline, and he has said it over and over. All the things that young men have come to take for granted are not part of his life. So I think the critical question is for us, in my view, to appreciate the imperfections of democracy. And that yes, we're in a democratic environment. Perhaps you might argue, purely at an intellectual level, as to whether what we have is a democracy. But because of the shifting sands of the quest of our common humanity, there are no systems that are perfect. And I hear people keep saying Nigeria is a mere geographical expression. By the way, it was not Chief Obafemi Awolowo that came up with that idea. I've written an article to that effect. That statement precedes Awolowo by over almost 100 years. But we like to appropriate, and people think that that necessarily suggests that we can be united simply because we are a mere geographical expression. Well, there isn't a single nation in the world that is not a mere geographical expression. Statecraft, politics, consensus building is what has produced nations. Those of you who are Christians, the devil was not created on this earth. The devil fell from heaven as a result of a battle with God. So even if this great place called Nigeria dropped from heaven, there will be a problem. And let us also not suggest that somehow it must be an extraordinarily boring life to suggest that somehow we want to live in a country where there are no problems. Imagine if you have a child. In fact, I read something on child psychology and I found it very interesting. The author says that when a baby is crying, no matter, even if it's in the middle of the night, don't go and touch the baby. Let the baby cry and then send itself back to sleep. And it's a very interesting, it's in yesterday's leadership. And I'm saying so because whatever conspiracy theories we may have about the weakness of our country, the truth of the matter still remains that nobody is going to come from anywhere to lead us in this country. And we better roll up our sleeves because we have a battle that we must fight.